Hello, thank you so much for tuning in to Natalie Levin Astrology. My name is Natalie Levin, and today is November 25th. It's Wednesday, and it's 2020. And if you feel like you'd like to know how the planets are affecting you personally, I would love to work with you. I invite you to reach out to me and we can talk about setting up a session during which we can go over your chart. And today, we have this activating moon in Aries, and the moon right now, she is so it's a fiery moon. I feel like I know that I'm having more energy than I had been having in the past like 3 weeks. We also have Aries moon is between Chiron and Mars. So Chiron is the collective wounding and Mars is anger. So if I feel, I'll speak for myself. If I am feeling angry or more access to anger, I invite myself to wait and maybe not express my anger right in that moment, because the chances are it could come out a little more explosively than I was hoping or planning. So I invite you to maybe wait an hour or even a day or even 2 days before saying what you need to say, unless you have to say it in the moment, unless it's an emergency. This would be a time to remember that a big emotion is not an emergency. And we also have Venus and Scorpio is moving towards an opposition with Uranus and Taurus. And what comes up for me around that is that some awakenings about my relationship, either with another person or in terms of my relationship with my job, my relationship with my friends, people, some awakenings, Uranus, the great awakener, might be coming up for me around those things. So I wonder if that's resounding for you at this point. We have Mercury is now direct, which is he's not retrograde anymore, which is, I find that helpful. He's direct in Scorpio, and he is in a gorgeous, harmonious trine with Neptune, who is either stationed today or maybe just starting to move forward. I'm not totally sure. I would have to check that. In any case, this is a lot of emotion, some deep feelings coming up. It also can be more easeful for the emotions to come up at this point, because there's a trine, and maybe if you've been feeling like constipated around having emotions, maybe you'll have more access to those gorgeous tears that contain 14 different kinds of toxins. You might also find yourself quite inspired creatively by the alchemical realms of Scorpio, which is where Mercury is digging up these magic. Scorpio is related to magic and the occult. So maybe these alchemical realms are more available to you in terms of being able to feel more creative, even if you simply have this exciting idea during the day, like, oh, I'm accessing parts of me that I didn't know were there. And we also have the sun right now, which is in Sagittarius, which I love. Sparkly, like it's a more sparkly time, in my opinion, in my experience. The sun is trining Chiron in Aries. So the collective energy might be more tuned in to wounding from a very young place. And especially around, if you happen to be in this United States and there's some family stuff coming up around Thanksgiving, if means anything to you. Some really young wounding feelings might be coming up for you. So another helpful thing to remember is, if it's hysterical, it's historical. If you're having enormous emotions, it's quite possible that they are related to something that happened when you were very young. And that would be an interesting thing about which to be curious. I'm with you. I'm thrilled to be incarnate with you. Thank you for choosing to be here on planet Earth with me. And I hope that you take amazing care of your beautiful, precious self. Okay, thank you so much.